Okay. Hello everyone. We Here we go again. More developments on Joshua v Wilder after much showboating and shouting their mouths off that they indeed got the fight made in the US. We got it made. It's down to us. Let's all dance around and have a big party and hold each other's hands, pat each other on the back, and sit round like my boys in the hood talking about it. Yeah, give it rest. We all know what I'm on about. I believe I shouldn't mention names, so I won't. It's possibly a mistake as a new channel I've made. I don't know. In the past, you don't need telling anyway. We all know what I mean. But so we now find out that in fact the fight is going to be in the UK, and again, you know, the ones I'm on about are off on the, oh well, Joshua's breaking his promise. He asked for 50 million and he said he'd sign the fight tomorrow. Yeah, he did. He didn't say he'd fight it in the US though, did he? He said he'd take the fight. Again, he asked for 50 million up front, put in a bank. Listen to the man's words. He did not say, get Deontay to send me some stupid ass video saying, ooh, the money's in the bag, baby. I got it right here. He didn't say that, did he? He said, tell them to send me 50 million up front and I'll sign for into a bank and I'll sign for the fight tomorrow. They didn't. So who broke their word? They sent some stupid ass video from Alabama or wherever they were. No, it was in New York, wasn't it? Again, trying to get in on that stupid New York Commission legal thing, whatever it crap was, verbal agreement. You know, I've been pretty passive, you know, pretty laid back about this compared to some, but looking now, some of the accusations Joshua's trying to duck. He's trying to, no, he's not. He said he wants to fight in the UK. He's the unified champion. Most people recognise him as the champion. Wilder isn't recognised as the heavyweight champion of the world, not the heavyweight champion of the world. So they can make what excuses they want. At the end of the day, I believe Eddie Hearn's offering a similar offer, something a counter offer, or something a damn good offer to Wilder to come here. And what will be will be. But I mean, can Wilder win the fight? Of course he can. I sit here and say he can't win the fight. I've said this before. Do I think he'll win the fight? No. Personally, I think if he's got it in him to come to the UK and fight, I think he'll about get bounced around the ring in 3 rounds. I think Joshua's just going to jump on him, surprise the life out of him. You know, there's one thing about Wilder, he starts slow. Jump on him. While he's standing there waving his hand around and that, and posturing, just run at him. Literally batter him to the body. I tell you, he will not. You don't realise how. I tell you, you don't realise how good a body puncher Anthony Joshua is. He will go to Wilder's body, especially with a tall man. A man slightly taller than him, he loves it. And you know, the thing with Wilder is, don't give him distance. Just jump on him. You know, Wilder's never going to knock anyone out close up. No way. He can generate that power close up. Not like them uppercuts Joshua does and that. No way. Never seen him throw an uppercut. Not properly. Wilder's all about running, dancing around the ring, running around, and then jumping in and throwing all his 15 stone onto that right hand. We've seen him before. Henry Akinbonde, believe it or not, was similar. That's who he reminds me of. People laugh, but he does. Henry Akinbonde would probably knock most people out today. Probably would. Serious. He's that same build. To be honest, Henry Akinbonde probably would have knocked Wilder out. Henry Akinbonde was a better boxer than Wilder. I know I don't know what he's done against Lennox Lewis, but you know. But this calling Joshua a coward. He's not said he doesn't want to fight. He's saying no. What he's saying is, for 100 years now, our UK fighters have had to go there. Now he's the A side. He's the one holding the three of the 4 major belts. You come here. You don't make 10. Don't care about 50 million. It wasn't even proven that they've got 50 million. Even on some of the videos of these guys I'm on about, you hear them talking about how they'll make the money up through sponsorship. He doesn't want that. He wants 50 million in his bank. Not, oh, well, we'll get it. This is England. We do things properly. We don't do it. Oh, well, we can get it. Something that may appeal to some of the ones I'm talking about. Remember the film My Cousin Vinny, where Joe Pesci's owed money by that guy because his missus has beat him at pool. I've got the $100 to fight him. I've got the $100 right here. Show me it. How do I know that's not a 10 wrapped in whatever? Just, you know, I can get it. Okay, get it. And that's what we're dealing with here, Joshua. He's saying to them, not you can get it. Get it. Give me it. Don't tell me you can give me it. Give me the 50 million. You can do that because you didn't need Wilder. Not really. Not really. Who loses face if you don't fight? I'd still say Wilder loses more face. Joshua's the one being in with Parker. Joshua's the one being in with Martin. People criticise Martin. He was a champion. Joshua had to get in there and fight him. And before that fight, I remember most of the USA were saying Martin would beat Joshua. Joshua was a hype job. Martin's got a wicked left hook. He's living a dreamland. Like I say, any heavyweight can knock any heavyweight out. I'm not saying Wilder can't win. I've said before, not saying I don't respect Wilder because I do. You know, but some of the excuses I find now. Oh, this shows that what Joshua's a coward. Why? Doesn't it show that Wilder's a coward if he doesn't come here? Wilder's the one who needs it. Wilder's the one who's still got to prove something to prove. Let's put it this way: if Joshua was to knock Wilder out, the fight happens, Joshua knocks Wilder out. Fight's perfect. You know, if he destroys him in 2 rounds, it's not going to be a rematch. Then goes and beats Povetkin. Joshua could retire and say, "Well, I've beaten everyone in my era. That's it, done." Because Daniel Dubois and that, you know, a year or 2 away. Well, all right, you can fight Fury. Sorry, who's been out the ring, and we all see what comeback fight he's having. As much as all his talk, and again, I like Tyson, but we all know it was talk. There's no way he's going to jump back in, like he was saying, and like even some silly people were saying. And I won't say supporters of it because I support Tyson as well, but I support all British fighters. But you know, it's just silly talk to think that he could be out the ring that long and come back in and do whatever against the likes of Joshua, Wilder, Ortiz, anyone. He wouldn't. He'd get beat in his first fight. You cannot be out the ring 3 years and have that ring rust. The only man I ever seen step back in, and in a matter of a fight, could be, for whatever people say about him, was Frank Bruno. Ring rust didn't seem to affect Frank. For some reason, but then again, he lived in the gym even when he still does today. Frank still lives in the gym today. He was a different animal to probably until Joshua. That's certainly a heavyweight. I think the Klitschko's perhaps took a look at that and learned from that. You got to live it. But as regards Joshua being a coward, he's not a coward. What he's saying is, I'm the A-side. I've earned this. You come to me. Like the American champions used to say to ours in the past. I've got the title, most titles. You come to me. Like Lewis had to go to Holyfield. You all damn well know it. Your excuses are pathetic. Literally pathetic.